students, we have seen that how light is reflected from a surface. So this is the thing that makes us to see our own reflection into the plane mirror. Yes, exactly. The reflection property of the light makes us to see ourselves into the plane mirror. So here is our next topic, that is the formation of image in the plane mirror, and see how does it work. Let's suppose here in this diagram here that O point. This O point is what? It is some object that we need to see. Sometimes it happens that we can see not only our reflection but we can see other objects into the mirror. Like there is an object O that is standing here, or it is here at this position, and the observer is standing here. So the light, you can see these blue lines are showing the light that is coming out from the source and then is reflected towards the eyes of the observer. Yeah. So that is, according to the, like this was the mirror, and accordingly here the observer object that is standing here, it is throwing the light. So light that has been thrown by this, it's just not these two lines, they might be more than like 10, 12, and it is more than that also. But we are taking just two just to make clear that this is one and this is second one, so that we are not get hodgepodge diagram. Okay, so just to make it neat and clean and to observe the thing very properly, so we are making this as this one only with the two diagrams. So you know that according to the law of reflection, at this point what we are having, this is at the point of incidence. So here at this A point we are having point of incidence, so we have make a normal out of it, that is N1. And here the second ray that is coming, that is making at this B point. So this B point is again the points of incidence, and from here also we have make the another normal line. Okay, now we are having two normals, N1 and N2. Out of these two, the angle of incidence for both these is going to measure the angle of reflection out of this. So according to this angle of incidence, what we are having? We are having angle of reflection. According to this angle of incidence, what we are having? We are having angle of reflection. So this angle of reflection is now going to make the reflected ray to go in this direction. So here we are having AC and BD like this. Now what is happening? It all received by our eyes. Okay, but the speed of light is too much. Speed of light is 3 multiplied by 10 to the power 8 meters per second. That is too high, and our eyes are not that capable enough to grasp this speed. Yeah, we are not capable to see this much of speed. So what is going to be perceived by us, that we are not taking it as the bending of light. Our eyes cannot judge that this light could bend also. So what we think? We think, our brain is thinking that these lights are not bending and coming out of these. These are actually coming from the back side. Okay, so we take it as the illusion that this object is not standing here. Our eyes thinks that, what they are thinking? They are thinking that inside the mirror there is an object and this is coming straightly. So these light rays that has been received by the eyes are not taken as the bended rays, but they are taken as the straight rays and are coming from the back side. But actually this is not going to be happen, but it is illusion. What is it? It is illusion. We actually do not taking the light from the back side, but it is bending itself and coming towards our eyes. But our eyes are not that much quick and fast, and we can say it is not that much sustainable that perceives the speed of light and know that this is bending. So this is our just thinking, or we can say it seems like. So it seems like that light is coming from the back of mirror. Okay, so this is what we are perceiving. This makes that object is standing behind the mirror. So that is not the original thing, that is not the original image that we are looking. Actually, the image is made into our eyes. The real image is made into our eyes only. But what we are observing, what we are feeling like, तो हम feel क्या कर रहे हैं कि पीछे से आ रही है. So that is not real. पीछे तो actually में है नहीं. So we call it as the virtual image. Virtual is the opposite word of real. Okay, so this is how we are able to see ourselves into the plane mirror. So let us see some properties of plane mirror now. So here are the properties of the image that is formed by the plane mirror. Is number 1, image formed behind the mirror. As we have seen that in this plane mirror, our object was here and we have seen that the image is formed at the back side, but it is not real, it is actually the bending, and we are perceiving, we are making it illuded. It is illusion actually that makes us to believe that the image is at the back side, but in reality it is not. Okay, so this is the first thing. Every time whenever you are looking into the plane mirror, you will always see that image is at the back side. You can try by yourself that if you are looking at the mirror and you are looking anything that is any furniture also, you can see into the plane mirror that is behind yourself. So you will see that, you will observe that it is inside the mirror. You will see it inside. You will not going to see here, there, upside, downside or anywhere else, but inside the mirror. Okay, or else if you want to see it in reality, so you have to turn back again. Okay, but when you are looking into the mirror, you will see everything inside the mirror. That makes it as the plane mirror. Number 2, image is virtual, that is not real and erect. As it is like if you are seeing any person is standing in this manner, so that it is having head here and foot at the back. So the same you will see here only. Head and foot. You will not going to see an image like this when the head is like this and foot is like this. You are not going to see like this. You will going to see it like this. So this is known as erect image. यानी कि जैसा सीधा था वैसा ही straight ही है. ठीक है, जैसा है वैसा का वैसा ही दिख रहा है. अगर ये अपसाइड डाउन है तो ये भी अपसाइड डाउन दिखेगा. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आपको इसका इन्वर्टेड इमेज दिख रहा है कि ये तो ऐसा है और ये इस तरीके से दिख रहा है आपको. हेड to head, foot to foot. So this is known as erect and this is actually the virtual one. So virtual, I have already told you, that is not real. Okay, so it is not real because in reality no light rays are meeting up. In reality it is illusion that we are not capable, our eyes are not capable to see the light get bends. So we feel like, it seems like that the lights are coming from the back side, which is in reality not. So we can see that it is not a real image, it is just a feeling, and that is why we call it as the virtual image, and that is erect too, that is upright. Okay, so here is the second property. Now the third one, image formed is of the same size. If the size, like the height of this object and the height of this image will always be same. ऐसा नहीं होगा आप अपने आप को मिरर में देख रहे हो and you are looking at yourself and that is somehow taller than your own height. This is not going to be happen. If it is so, then the plane mirror is a local plane mirror. In the actual plane mirror or expensive plane mirror, you are going to see that here in case of mirror, you will see same size of image. Okay, now the last one is the image formed at the same distance also behind the mirror and in front, like the distance between this object and the mirror. Let's suppose it is you. Okay, so the same thing will be happen like here in this diagram. It is not happen. I am making the diagram again. This is the mirror, let's suppose, and this is the object, and here will be the image. So the distance between object and the mirror and the distance between image and the mirror will always be same. Okay, size will be same, distance will be same, and it will be erect, so it will be erect. And this is virtual image, it is not real image actually में. ठीक है, तो ये सारी प्रॉपर्टीज थी. अच्छा, मिरर को भी देख लेते हैं हम एक बार. प्लेन मिरर जो होता है, ये जो डैश डैश हम बनाते हैं, व्हाट इज दिस? This is a mirror, and this, whatever we are making like this dash dash lines, this is polished surface. Okay, and this part जो कि इन फ्रंट है, जहां से आप देख रहे हो, जिसमें रिफ्लेक्शन आपका पड़ता है, दिस इज द रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस. सो वी कॉल इट एज द रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस, एंड दिस इज नोन एज द पॉलिश सरफेस. सो ये पॉलिश किसका होता है? आपने देखा होगा that in the plane mirror at earlier it was just a glass, that is a transparent glass. So that transparent glass has getting a coating of silver or aluminium, but silver is quite expensive, so we generally use aluminium spray. So that aluminium is a good reflector, and silver is also a good reflector of light. That is why we are using them for the shading, so that we are getting our own reflection, because of the light get reflected very smoothly out of these two surfaces, out of these two metal properties. So aluminium is like a cheap material, so we can use that as a good effort, because silver is quite expensive, so mirror's cost will also get expensive then. So here we are using the aluminium, and after that, to keep protected these aluminium spray, aluminium shade there, so for that afterwards we paint it with the black or red paint. Okay, so that it may keep safe. Now no scratches will be there on the aluminium spray. Now whenever we can see into the mirror, it is our own reflection that is coming towards the glass, and then the glass is going to reflect because of the aluminium spray there. So this is how mirror is made up of, and this is how the properties of the mirror. I hope the mirror totally is going to be understood by you, and this is the plane surface that get the reflection of ourselves or other object. Now there are some more types of mirrors, and we are going to see that in the later slides.